Hi everyone, happy Thrifty Thursday and Thrifty Canucks. The August thrift drought has succeeded a little bit, not a lot. This is probably like the big thrift haul for a while because I think I probably am actually really enjoying this not thrifting so much thing. It's kind of weird, like when you do something for long enough you kind of don't, I don't know, it becomes a habit. So anyways, I had to go thrifting now because I needed this. This is an aluminum pot that I got. It is made in Canada. It's a wherever. It's actual aluminum. And what I need it for is I want to do a little more eco dyeing of fabric without using powdered mordants, and I want to do it in kind of like a dirty pot that keeps getting used again and again. I have a bit of a method that I've been following from an eco printer that I took a little boot camp with, and I'm really excited to use this method. So that was the reason I went thrifting. But of course, having not gone thrifting in like a month, I found other stuff, and I think it's because like I haven't been around, so the kind of stuff that I want has been hanging around. So let me just put that down and just get any little bits here. So the other thing I found, well, not the other thing, one of the other things, is this big book, The Directory of Natural and Health Foods. This book was like, it had a big smudge of mud on the front, and I think these were probably like stored in a barn or something. I don't know. It's a source book for a dietary revolution, but I think it's older, and I cleaned it all up with like Lysol wipes and stuff, and the book itself is totally fine. It has no smell. It's not dirty. It's like clean. It was just like a swipe of mud on the front. I think it may have gotten donated like after the recycle center had closed, and never know what goes on during those times. It's from 1979 by the American Chiropractor Publishing Company. How weird. But it's got lots of cool like black and white stuff. It's all black and white, but it's got a lot of really cool like illustrations, and it's got a lot about like different foods, gardening. There's some like seed packet kind of stuff. I haven't looked through it completely. Japanese food guide. But yeah, it's kind of like all about different foods and stuff. And I think there would be some interesting stuff in there. So yeah, and it's a big book. Don't eat anything you can't pronounce. Oopsie. Okay. I'll get that big guy out of there. Then I also found a couple of really cool like vintage dresser handles, and I really like these. I think I'll find something to put them on. Kind of looking forward to doing a little project, maybe a little box or a little, I don't know. They wouldn't be good for a journal, I don't think, because they're too like big, they'll stick out too far, but they are very cool, and I really loved them. I thought, what lovely handles. So the next find is pretty awesome. Also my recycle center, this box, I was like, what could be in there? So I opened it up. It was in the paper goods section, and it has two different kinds of library cards, and these are old, like they're vintage. They're older. So these are the the simple date due library cards, and that accounts for this much of the box. And then these ones are the other style of like this date due, do not remove this card from this pocket, and like they would do the writing like that. So like it's an entire box of them, and there's more of the gridded ones up here too. But yeah, so yeah, that was kind of a cool find. I'm like, how did these get here? Where did they come from? An old library? I don't know. Okay, then I found this little book, Millions of Monarchs. And I actually had a monarch fly right over my head today. And this has really beautiful illustrations in it of monarchs, beautiful butterflies, and it tells their little story. and how they fly north. And then I found a whole bunch of these wire baskets. There are 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. And these are really great for projects like that are underway. Like I like to put all my bits and bobs in one of these baskets, and then I have like everything I need in one place, and I can stack them still. So like if I have multiple journals on the go, as I typically do these days, it's really handy to have something like that. And also they're not plastic, which I really like. And then I got this entire box of vintage cards for $1. This is like the old Harbor Store, Neighbor Store. I don't know, that's from like the original store, but they were $1 at my thrift store. And they're all different topics, and they're really cute. Like lots of cute vintage cards, lots of floral ones, which is why I grabbed them, because I always like the floral cards. There's envelopes too. A few envelopes, but lots of cards. There's so a few different kind of themes, and I probably won't use all of them as is, but for the ones that have images on the front that like I wouldn't use, I will cover them up, so it doesn't really matter to me. You can still use the card, just you can put a new image on the front. There's some really nice ones, like this is really nice. Lots of florals, and that's why I thought I would pick them up. And then little envelopes, yeah. So yeah, just some cards. I don't have a whole lot of cards and envelopes. This is kind of like the most I've ever bought before, I think. I don't really buy them that often. And then I found this. So it was $8, but this is like it's brand new. The man who was putting this together, he told me, he's like, I literally just took this, it's brand new out of the box. He's like, it has barely even been used. This is like the first glue stick that, is in it. So he's like, I just tested it. It's brand new, and it's like a $40 glue gun. So I was like, okay. So I wanted to get a big glue gun because I have a project in mind, and it has a high and a low setting, which is kind of awesome. I have a little, like the little kind of craft glue guns, but I wanted a big one so I can make like these kind of glue seals. I'll maybe do a video on what I want to do with this and show it to you. And then I went to my local MCC, and yellow tags were 50% off today. So I grabbed this. It's a quilt top. It's 80 by 74. It was $7.50 with the 50% off. So I didn't even pull it out and fully look at it. It's going to go, in the wash, and I'll pre-shrink it if it hasn't already been kind of pre-shrunk. But it looked really beautiful to me. So yeah, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? And I feel a little bit like less guilty cutting something like this up to make journals with than I would like an actual finished quilt. I watched like a Mary Fawn's video a while ago that was called like Stop Cutting Up Antique Quilts to Make Clothes, because she had a really good point. First of all, the clothes are really often quite ugly. The jackets, sometimes I see cute like dresses made from things like this, but most of the time not so cute, gotta say. And I'm a huge fan of like weird, unusual things, but like, yeah. But I mean, her point was kind of valid, although I see arguments on both sides of the coin. Like, her point was that quilting, it's a really big part of our history. It's a really big part of, like, I think she referenced American history and like, our like women's history. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. And I think there's validity to that statement, like that there's a lot of history in these stitches and in these kind of blankets, right? So when you buy an antique quilt, do you have a responsibility to keep it as a quilt? I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about it. I think I don't like fast fashion, and I don't like to think of something like that going into fast fashion. But what I typically see are when people do make things like this, there's been like a few different designers who, whoops, sorry, my camera was a little cocked sideways. She mentioned a few different designers who, like, you know, the garments are selling for several hundred or thousands of dollars, so it's not terribly accessible as fast fashion anyhow. And I did see some comments about, like, well, you know, my friend rescues quilts from, you know, the garbage. And I mean, I think I would ask for the validity on that claim, but that's just me. I tend to care a little bit about the ethics anymore of most things that I get. Like, I've really cut fast fashion out of my life pretty much completely. I don't buy clothing from fast fashion anymore. I just don't. And I also have found, I don't know what it is, if it's like, as I've gotten a little bit older, I don't like having synthetic materials on my body. Like anything that's like a polyester blend, it just feels itchy, scratchy, and hot. And I'm immediately hot when I put it on in the summertime. I just want cotton or wool, you know, something natural. But anyways, I'm ranting. Let me get on with it. And then I found this envelope, this first class envelope. Looks like an older envelope, and I just grabbed it. I didn't even look through these completely, but I saw what they were. They're like needlework patterns, right? Or possibly toll painting patterns. But look at the adorableness. Like, they're so vintage. So you can transfer them. To transfer, use hot iron on reverse side with this side, printed side, against the article. This is a repeat transfer. I don't know if these are the actual transfers or if they are photocopies. Like, they literally just feel like paper. I don't think, like, usually when I buy transfers, they're a little, I don't know, they have like a tacky feel to them. And this, like, this stuff would feel a little embossed. So these might just be the papers. Either way, I want them for paper because they are so cute. Yeah, they're so cute. This one might be a transfer. It feels different. And this one's like cross stitches. So cute. Yeah, like this. Yeah, that's a transfer, definitely. I don't know about the other ones, but florals. 9. I don't know why. Oh, yours. Oh, mine and yours. Goodness me. I love this little bird. Yeah, lots of florals and a cute little kitty cat. Hers. His. This is the one that I saw when I was kind of pulling the envelope open. This little sheep, it just cracked me up. But yeah, I mean, I've seen this particular design. I've seen embroidered before on things. And this is like the pillow slips. Yeah, so I think some of these are like photocopies of the print, because I'm sure that, you know, people wanted to use them more than one time, right? So they would photocopy them probably and trace them onto fabric under a light or something like that. They'd use the actual transfer once, but then they would, you know, copy them. Yeah, so cutie. This one's nice. We have a deer. Florals. I don't know that I'll use these like mine. Maybe I'll use the flowers. A few more. Oh, here's another. It's so cute. Yeah, so these are fun, right? So, got those. I think those would be great in journals for sure. And they were all at the recycling center. Okay. And then I got some big folders today. I got quite a big stack of the big folders for $1.75, which I thought was fine. Okay, and then these are really cool, I thought. These are brown line columnar pads, and they look a little older. They've got the units here, and they're like sort of a sideways ledger paper. So I thought that was nice for use in journals, because instead of, you know, having your lines like this way and any kind of numbering at the top, it goes this way. So it will be great for folded pages. So I grabbed both of them. They were $1.50 each, which is totally fine. And yeah, they're cute. No year on them, but I think they're older. It says on here the original price was $1.10 Chandel. I don't know what that store is, but and then I got this one for 75 cents. It's a blue line, but it's a nice one too. Nice big pages. And then I got this for $6. This was the 50% off tag again. And it's these big letter stamps. They're from Stampin Up, and it's complete. So yeah, I thought that was great. I don't have, like, you know, and I feel like this kind of thing, it's like you can do that real, I would say, you know, what we associate a lot with, like the Tim Holtz kind of style of like random, you know, having some random numbers and letters. Like, I like that these are so big. Like, it's kind of cool. Then a few books. So I found a copy of Where the Wild Things Are. As you know, if you followed me in the past, I made a really fun Where the Wild Things Are journal once, and I may do it again just because it's like one of my favorite illustrators, like Maurice Sendak's work in this cross-hatching type illustration. I really love it, and I think I'd be inspired to make another journal. And I think I have a paperback copy of it. And then I found this book, which I think I'm going to read with my daughter. It's Aldis Odyssey by William Joyce. Never heard of it before, but it's such a cute book. And this was at the Recycle Center. And it just looks like a really cute book, so I think I'll read it with my daughter. So that one's not for journaling, but it's cute. And then somehow, all the way from Australia, again, this book has found me. I definitely need to fix this. Hold on. It's gotten all bent out of shape here. May Gibbs's Snuggle Pot and Cuddle Pie. Another copy has found me. I have 2 or 3 vintage copies of Snuggle Pot and Cuddle Pie books, and I'm dying to make journals with them. They're the cutest, like, characters. I love them. They would make the sweetest woodland type journals, but I think it's going to be a little while before I jump into making them, I think, because they're a little too close to, Henry O., The Gift of the Magi, Stewarton School Library. That's cool. A bonus library card. Yeah, they are a little too close to fairies still for me, so I'm thinking I will tackle that at another time, but they're very cute books. This one isn't as cool as the other one that I have that has like the embossed front. I don't know what year this one is from. I feel like this one is an older publication, an older printing of it. Reprinted 14 times. 1999, I think. Yeah, this is 1999, which is like far newer than the ones that I have. And then I found this. It was $1, and it's a teacher's record book. And it's kind of cool paper. It's like another kind of ledger. It says class, students. It's just these nice like columns. And then I found a guest book, and it's a really pretty one. I feel like I might use the cover of this for a journal because like it's gold and it's embossed. I can probably get this off without having to put anything much on it. Maybe a baby wipe. Oy, hold on. Pardon my arm. Big long stretch there to the back of the desk. For my little arm. I'll just use a baby wipe and kind of give it a clean while we're here. Why not? There. That's better. Just kind of give it a scrub and make sure that glue comes off. But yeah, it's a really pretty one from Hallmark. And I could see myself doing something with it on the front and then maybe using it. Oh, and then I got this. It was inside there. But I did pay for it. These didn't even come from the same place. So this is Bo Bunny Clearly Stamps, and it has this little, like, you know, that little click action thing. So these are stamps. This is say cheese, action, and then that little thing, and you could write the production, starring, date, scene, and take. And this was $3. I think I have like a project in mind where I want to use that stamp. I haven't talked about it yet, but I'll be working on another journal series a little bit later on. I'm just not up to working on a whole series yet. Still recovering from the last one. And then I found this. How cute is this? Okay, so it was $2.75. And it's a peanut stamp. I was like, that's so cute. And it was like, you know, regular $9.79, I guess, from Stampabilities. But like, I thought that was so cute. I wouldn't normally buy a stamp that was like themed, you know, to something like that. But just something about it really spoke to me. And I don't know, I just thought that's really sweet. Okay, then this is kind of cool. So this was $2.75, and it's got a whole bunch of eyelets in it, and then a bunch of these little, these are like little paper clips that go over your page. And it's got some other bits and bobs in there that I probably won't use. They'll probably just go back to the thrift store. But yeah, it was a good little find for the eyelets. That's what I got it for. And last but not least, and kind of boring, these were 75 cents. They are just 2 rolls of masking tape. So that is, yeah, that's everything. So I'm back. I'm thrifting again. Yay! But yeah, I'm still probably going to keep it like a little cut back. Not going to be thrifting as much. Want to continue on my project of like, what can I process down? Because I noticed actually quite a big change in my studio. And I think I mean, I've always felt like I'm inspired with limitations. And when you have limitations, right, like you don't have too much, you're not crowded, cluttered. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep it as a principle in my life and not thrift too much, but still thrift a bit because it's fun. And you know, you never know what you'll find. I'm being a lot more choosy these days with what I pick up. I like said no to so many things today. I was shocked at how many things I walked away from, like packs of scrapbook paper, beautiful paper, lots of books. I was like, oh, this is nice, but like, I don't need this. I have, you know, if it's a bird book, if it's whatever, I have it. I don't need more. And yeah, so it felt pretty good, actually. I feel like I have gained more control over my spontaneity in my shopping. So I don't know, all of this stuff grows us, right? So anyways, thanks for joining me for this rambling thrift haul. They're not usually so rambly, hopefully, but it's been a little while. Come on. So we'll talk again very soon. I hope that you're finding some fun stuff and the thrift fairies are with you. And enjoy your day. Bye for now.